You can also look at other advertising platforms. So something that, is not ever talked about because no one really thinks about Bing that much is Bing has ads, right? So they have a percentage of the market and have a fairly robust advertising platform. It looks and works basically exactly like Google Ads. DuckDuckGo, I believe, actually has advertising now as well. And so you can go into these other channels and kind of make up for those leads that came in. Typically we're coming in through LSA. And what I like about Bing and potentially DuckDuckGo, we haven't run any campaigns there, but if it is keyword based, you again can be extremely specific about the types of keywords you're looking for and what you're willing to pay for. And so I love that approach, and ultimately it leads to a much higher quality of candidate, and then ultimately more cases and more revenue. You can also look at other places too, kind of depending on your practice area, like Facebook, YouTube, Yelp. We see, some mixed bag results with Yelp. We are, not enormous fans of Facebook because the people that you're advertising to are not in the mindset of needing a service right then and there. But when people are doing search engagement, they're doing searches through a search engine or on Yelp or something like that. They're going to be a much higher quality of lead coming in. Facebook leads are notoriously difficult to follow up with. Often, they made it so easy to click one button and be a lead. And so 8 times out of 10, they won't remember they actually signed up for it. And if you are going to do it, I would suggest making it more of a slow burn where you're taking people to a lead magnet and then follow up with them. And so that's going to be more conducive to like your estate planning, potentially bankruptcy, but things that are like hair on fire. I need a solution right now, like criminal, probably divorce too, and PI, immigration as well. You want a solution right then, and that's when you're going to be pulling out your phone, going on Google and searching for somebody. And so that's really where we focus on how we can get those connections and get that real estate. So the final thing that you can also do as a alternative to this is SEO. So we are enormous advocates of SEO. When we do analytical data analysis about comparing channels, we typically see on the low end a cost per lead in like the immigration space, it's going to be between $40 to $60. And then in something like PI, it could be like a $300, $500 lead. So you have a lot of, it's going to cost a lot to produce those leads, and you never get any quality, or I guess a cumulative advantage from it. You never get that compounding benefit. On the other hand, you do with SEO. And so we typically will see the lead cost, if it's a $40, $60 lead in immigration, that lead cost is like below 20 when you factor in the SEO work. That extends to all of the practice areas that we work with as well. So it is, there are challenges to it. There are drawbacks, but when you actually invest in it and you get the desired outcome, you're going to plug yourself into a sustainable compounding source of leads that, is going to continue to lower in cost over time. So it's an enormous advantage. And, the biggest trend we see with our clients is moving off of advertising and really doubling down on SEO because it's having such a great impact on their business. So the removal of lead disputes in local service ads definitely is going to have a huge impact, but it doesn't have to spell disaster for your law firm. By understanding the changes, if it's going to affect your practice area, and adopting some of these small alternative strategies, you can continue to thrive in a really competitive market.